Okay, video number 3. God, I should not have done this all in one go. This has taken me near enough an hour to do. Right, so, Mr. Chaos Hill, remember you've won, so get in touch with me if you're only watching this one. You won the prize! So Swanton Girly says, what are your top 5 reasons for hating Mick Foley? Bang bang. Okay, number 1, the way he looks. I think he's just, he's never been the most athletically gifted person. But then again, most people don't get in a wrestling ring, so that. The way he dresses, the way in the, what DVD, there's a Blu-ray that it actually looks like he has a perm going on. So he needs to sort out his dress, sort out his hair. The fact that he retires and keeps coming back, and just, you know, if you say you've retired, you have retired. I will not retire from work and then go back for like a couple of weeks and then retire again. So Mick Foley, just stay retired. And number 5, because he's just a hardcore legend. I've never really been in the hardcore. I've never really been big into the ECW and things like that. I know people are, and that's tremendous and that's fine, but I was never a fan of the hardcore stuff. So that's why. He's never been a pure wrestler. It's always been a case of he's had to have that hardcore gimmick. In fact, the best match that he had was against Edge at WrestleMania 23, I'm going to say, was that. And he should have left it at that. So, obviously, whenever he came back in the Royal Rumble with Santino, Mr. Thucko, shove it on your mouth. What would be your dream match that you would want to see at WrestleMania 29? Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk. What was your favourite year in wrestling, and what was your favourite pay-per-view in that year? 2001 would be my favourite one, and my favourite pay-per-view in that would probably be the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania 17. Those two were just fantastic. You know, like all WrestleManias needed to have that twist, and unfortunately we've lost that from so many WrestleManias. You know, you had Austin align with Vince the next year. You know, you had Hogan turn his back in the NWO. WrestleMania 20, you had Christian going off with Trish and Chris Jericho being, you know, you need to have that twist. You need to have that air of unpredictability. What other things are you looking to do in New York while you're there? Meeting up with Mike Lacey will be number 1. I cannot wait to meet Mike. I've obviously conversed with Mike so many times. He's like my American brother. So it'd be really great to meet him and some other people that live in America. Obviously I would love to see like Toys R Us and obviously the big attractions, things like that. You know, so just basically have fun. The best thing, you know, what am I looking forward to do in New York is have fun with Chris, Haley and Alan, and I know that we will. So that's probably what I'm looking forward to the most, is having fun with 3 great friends. What other thing? Oh, well, I've already done that. Who has the best beard in WWE? Damien Sandow has the best beard because it's nice and trimmed, whereas Daniel Bryan's does make him look like a goat face, because goats can't trim their beards and he can't trim his beard apparently. So I would say that he would have the best beard, and the way he holds the microphone is tremendous like that. If you could ask any wrestler a question, what would you ask them and why? I would ask Stone Cold Steve Austin, does he ever regret never having a match with Hulk Hogan? Obviously it was meant to be, he says it was meant to be him fighting Hogan at WrestleMania 18, but it wasn't. So yeah, I'm wearing my CM Punk t-shirt today. So I would ask him that. I'd probably ask him as well, you know, does he have any regrets apart from that in wrestling? You know, is there anything he would have done differently? And ask Mick Foley why he doesn't retire as one as well. Does she look good to you? She does look good to me. She's got everything I need. She looks good to me. So yeah. Who's noisier when we have a wrestling get together, Alan or Chris? So obviously she's talking about Chris Hill and Alan Price. So Alan, because that guy would obviously not need a foghorn or a microphone. He is, you know, Jimmy Hart had a microphone. Alan would not need one. Alan is loud enough as it is. You know, it's the truth, Alan. You know I love you. So Mr. mrlfcwwefan says favourite DVD. Favourite DVD would be WrestleMania 17 or Royal Rumble 2001. Doink or Brodus? I'd probably say Doink because he had different monikers, and Brodus is just somebody who can't dance. And clowns are funny. Funk or punk? Punk, because funk? What? No. Least favourite DVD? At the minute would probably be the Hard Knocks Chris Benoit DVD, True Life Story, for all reasons you can think of. Why hate Mick Foley? Went over that earlier on. We're from Ireland form. So I think that's meant to be where am I from in Northern Ireland. I currently live in an underground lair that I'm not willing to discuss where I live, but I live close to Belfast, if that makes any sense to you. So the last one is Jordan Holloway. So Jordan, congrats on your WWE 13 party. I'm glad everything went well, sir. I think Jordan said he may be doing a YouTube video just to do with experience and putting some videos from that in it. So obviously you got to play the game and everything. So well done on getting that. Couldn't happen to a nicer person, in my opinion. And was kind enough to invite us all over. And unfortunately it was just too much of a trek. If he lived down the road, would have been there like that. So the first question is, who do you think would make an awesome GM for Raw? I think William Regal would make an awesome GM Raw. He's obviously still there with the current crop. Obviously does commentary on NXT from time to time, so I think he would be a good one. I'm feeling that Ric Flair, rumours are bound that Ric Flair is going to come back, so I think he may be a big one to have. So Punk, what? No, yeah, Punk for GM, sure. Regal or Flair. If you had to go female, I would probably stick with Vicky. I think they lost the whole craziness from AJ, to be honest. Who do you think will win the Royal Rumble 2013? I've went over that. I think that if Punk doesn't win the belt from... Rock wins the belt from Punk. Punk won the Rumble, win the Rumble, and then go on to face him at WrestleMania. Failing that, I think either Dolph Ziggler or Cody Rhodes need to have that WrestleMania spotlight shone on them. If Kane and Trish Stratus had a baby, what do you think it would look like? It wouldn't be able to form bonds with anyone else, like Kane can't. I would just hope it would have Trish Stratus' good looks and then Kane's inner demons. I don't, no idea what it would look like. It would look maybe a fugly baby. It would look bad ugly. I honestly don't know. And I think Trish Stratus would be kind of a bit perturbed by that. Do you like Daniel Bryan's beard? No. If you got to name Team Hell No, or do you choose Team Friendship? I don't understand why people did not choose that. Team Friendship, hug it out on the back of it, brilliant t-shirt design, but no, Team Hell No. Oh, hell no! That should have been Abraham Washington's team if he was in a tag team, but apparently he can't. Never mind. If you had the chance to create WWE 14, what would you include? Include Connect activity, so you can actually scan yourself in as a wrestler and then put yourself on the screen. Obviously you could, if you're wearing a wrestling top, that goes on. If you're wearing shorts or whatever, jeans or what have you, you know, you could have like your travel mode, or I don't know what this is about, your travel mode, or you could have your in-ring gear, that kind of stuff that you could pick from that. I'd want guest commentary as well, because I know it's something I've always teased and it's either never happened or never happened a lot, so I think having that, whether you get to choose the commentary team as well, I think that'd be a good idea. And they should make downloads more readily available and cheaper as well, rather than doing these season passes that everyone seems to be getting friggin' stiffy for. What's the craziest thing you want to take part in WWE related? I don't know. Refereeing a Eve, Natalia, Mickey James comes back, Trish Stratus, Lita, Brown Panties match. How long have you collected WWE DVDs? Since 2002. WrestleMania 18 was the first one I bought. I remember buying an HMV in Belfast and paying a ridiculous amount of money. This was obviously around the time the internet was relatively in its infancy. Silvervision was existing, because obviously they did the DVDs. But I never ordered from them, or, you know, like, it's not as easy as it is today with just go that, hit PayPal and away you go. So I've collected wrestling DVDs for 10 years then. obviously there was a while that I've went on a bit of a lull. I'm trying to get them back, obviously Blu-rays now are more the norm because you get a better picture quality, but I'm just happy that from 2001 to 2007 I have all the year pay-per-views pretty much, so I'm happy with that. Where are we going? Pick me the ultimate stipulation ever. Money in the Bank in Elimination Chamber. That you have to climb the ladder to escape there. To escape up the top to then put another ladder up to then get a briefcase. It's craziness, but there you go. If it was between Foley and Callie, who do you prefer? Great Callie, because he is just terrific. He is just a stud. He has the Callie kiss cam, whereas Foley has a. I'm not going to tell you what he should have. What is your most prized WWE item you own? I actually have a complete WWE sticker book that I won 2 tickets to go down to Raw in Dublin a while back. This was from the WWE Euro Shop, and I sent the guy a thank you card with my address on it just to say thanks, for sorting me out the tickets, had a great time, blah blah blah. And the guy sent me an autograph, like just him saying no problem brother or whatever, because I told him Hogan was my favourite, and he sent me that, and so I have a complete sticker album. It's in a wardrobe somewhere. I'll hook it out. If you want to see it, let me know and I'll dig it out for you. And obviously my Chris Jericho thing. I do like my Punk plaque, even though it's wrong, but those would be that. DVDs, I think once I get some of them signed at WrestleMania, I think they will rock it up. What I really like. If you could pick one dream match from every wrestling company ever, what would it be? Right, you want Hogan Flair in their prime at WrestleMania 8, because that was meant to happen and it didn't. Instead we had Hogan, Sid and Flair Macho. WCW, you want to have Sting versus Goldberg in their prime. I don't know if those two fought. I honestly do not know. And ECW, you want to have Mick Foley versus Terry Funk, and the winner retires from wrestling forever. And if they go back in their word, they're fined $10 million. There you go. Favourite WWE moment of the 80s, 90s and 90s. Of the 80s would be... 80s would be probably Hogan winning at WrestleMania 7, because that was the first... No, would be Macho Man losing the Ultimate Warrior. Wasn't that the 80s? Yeah, wasn't that? WrestleMania 8? No, that would be 90s, Chris. Duh. I don't know, 80s would be the rise of Hulk Hogan. And, giving us WrestleMania 1 in 1985. Yes, that makes more sense. Because then 5 plus, that would be 1993 that would have happened in. Yeah. So that. 90s. 90s would be the Austin era. I think that was just... Well, that would have been... That'll be 2000s actually, I'll say that. So 90s would be the Shawn Michaels era then, because he was around as rockers and then obviously went singles and that kind of thing. So the Shawn Michaels. So Hogan, Michaels, Austin eras. That's best moments in wrestling. If the Turtles in a Twisted Universe would collide with the WWE, what would be your pick for the ultimate WWE Turtle Tag Team? Leonardo and Donatello, because Leonardo has swords and Donatello can poke from far, so he can near enough hit somebody whenever he's in the corner. And together they'd be called the Leodons. I don't know. And they would go up with Team Hell No versus Leodons. I don't know, this is the craziest question I've ever been asked. Favourite manager ever went over that, Bobby Heenan. Why has CM Punk got that Pepsi logo on his arm? Because he doesn't like Coca-Cola? Simple, duh. It's a lot easier to get like that done there than it is like Coca-Cola, or always Coca-Cola, or a Coca-Cola Christmas truck. And I think his last question is, do I think I resemble any WWE superstar? Probably Ric Flair with the thinning hair, but apart from that, no, I don't think that I do. No, I've got the Austin goatee going on. I can maybe shave my hair and see if I can start flipping you all off and go, what? And I don't drink beer, so I'd have to drink like Coke Zeros and clash them together. And then I'd get all sticky and stuff, so I don't think that'd be right. So I think that's going to do it. So I've done maybe about an hour thereabouts in 3 different videos, so that's going to be tremendous fun for all you people watching. I know you'll sleep well tonight after watching all this. So to round up, thank you to everyone who sent in questions. If you would like to see me do my next video, what you'd like to see me do, whether it be like a review of a particular DVD that you want done, feel free to do that. If it's anything else you want seen on my channel, please just leave a comment and I'll try and do them one at a time. Not in quick succession like this, but try and space it out a bit more. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Vinto316, WrestleShock is there as well, WrestleShock316. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. So thanks to everyone who sent in questions. Had a lot of fun answering them. I'm going to go now and watch this, because I've been ramping through the autobiography one, so he's next. Should really bring out a Goldberg DVD. So yeah, Mr. Chaos Heel, make sure you get in touch, because you've won the Falls Count Anywhere with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and look who's on the back! Yay! He may get drawn on, we may, but please get in touch with me about that, and that's fine. So thanks everyone for watching, and peace.